Welcome back. We're doing 20-ish, 30-ish minutes of side split stretching starting right now. And we're going to practice our consistency for side splits as per usual. Let's get started. Ooh, somebody brand new just popped in on Instagram. Jack, welcome. All right, we're getting started with hip cars. Let's get going. To do hip cars, we're going to bring our knee as high as possible, then open up that hip so that the knee is pointing almost directly to the right or left, depending on which leg you're starting on. Bring that ankle up as high as it can go. I'm almost hiding it behind my knee. And then bring that leg down and back, flexing the hamstring and the glutes. All right. You're going to do that 10 times. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. 5 more. We do this to work all of those muscles in the hip, strengthen them, and make sure you have control over your body. All right. I think this is the last one. Let's switch to the other side. All right. Take a nice deep breath and let's start again on the other side. High knee, open up, ankle up, down and back. We're in 9 more. 2, 3. Let me know in the comments if you prefer when I count or if you prefer when I call out what we're doing. 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'll do whichever one people request more. Okay, hip cars are done going the forward direction. We're going to do them in the backwards direction, giving our hips a quick second to relax. Let's go back to the leg we started on, and we're going to do the hip cars in reverse. We're going to go back first, then sideways. Ankle and knee are basically in line. Bring the ankle down, knee forward. My hips just popped during that ankle down. All right, 9 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I can't remember if I said this in the very beginning, but we are doing this to warm up all those muscles in the legs and hips to get us started and prepped for side splits. This is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ooh, a little bit off balance. 9 and 10. If you are off balance, feel free to turn, hold on to a wall. If you have a fireplace or a bookcase or a dresser somewhere next to you, you can hold on to all of those for a little bit of support. All right, let's see. We had somebody else pop in on Instagram. Dumufi, welcome. We are just getting started with our warm up. Feel free to experiment and try out the stretches, and I hope we'll make this a regular consistency thing. All right, we just wrapped up the hip cars. Let's move on into elephant walks. Elephant walks are really great for your hamstrings, and they look a little bit like this. We're going to get into this L shape. If you're up here, that's fine. If you can get lower, even better. What we're going to do is bend one knee and straighten the other leg and almost throw that hip out just a little bit. You should feel the stretch in your hamstrings on both sides. And the lower you bring your chest down, preferably with a straight back, the more you'll feel that stretch. All right. For the first couple, I like to take them nice and slow. Let's switch to the other side. Ooh, really intense. Take some nice deep breaths. And then let's pick up the pacing a little bit after that. Six, When you're ready to take it up another level, you can add some rotation, thoracic rotation. It's great for your spine. Rotate in the direction of the straightened leg. In this case, my right leg is being straight, and I'm turning to the right and trying to open up my chest. You should feel the stretch get much, much stronger in this outer hip over here. And we're going to use that real soon for all sorts of things, including Pigeon. All right, let's do a couple more of these stretches real quick and move on to Cossack Switches. I think we have 2 more. And 1 more. Oh, all right. Feeling good, feeling warmed up. Let's get into Cossack Switches. We can get into this position by spreading our legs probably twice our hip width and pointing our toes out around 45 to 60 degrees. Then letting the knees go in the same direction as the toes are pointing. Try to drop our hips down a little bit. If you get stuck up here, that's totally fine. If you're a little bit more flexible, get a little bit deeper, do that as well. If you're struggling, you can put your hands down. If you're struggling, but you're higher up, you can grab a stool and give yourself a little bit of support from up here. All right. From here, we are continuing and hanging out in as deep a position as you can get, preferably getting a little bit of some ankle stretching here on the side, really focusing your intention on that hip. Let's go to the other side. And I think this is my first time all day doing anything like this, so I'm also kind of stiff. Really feeling it in the hip and in the Achilles tendon over here. So to reduce the intensity of that stretch, I can always just bring the hips closer to center. All right, we're gonna do 5 of these total. That was 1. This is 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right, come on up. That was a bunch of movement. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Hope you're feeling good about that warm up. Let's get into the stretches. The first stretch we're going to do is the hamstring stretch. And I like to do this stretch by really focusing on one leg at a time and getting as much help from gravity as possible. So this is how we set it up. We stand up straight, then we take a step forward with the leg we want to stretch. Then we throw our hips back to create the angle between the leg and the upper body for that hamstring stretch. Try to keep the back straight and widening your stance for balance if you need it. Hold on to a stool if you want some extra security. Now we're going to bring our belly button down to our thigh and try to fold forward for 30 seconds. You ready? 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Whew. Come on up. Take a break, shake that leg out, relax for a second. That's intense. All right, let's switch to the other side and do the same thing. Stand up straight, take a step forward with the leg you want to stretch. Throw the hips back to create that angle. The further back you move your butt, the deeper you can get into that stretch. Widen your stance for balance. Prepare to grab something if you need to for stability. And let's bring that belly button down to the thigh. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oh, hamstring stretch is done. Check out those legs. Let's get ready to move on to butterfly. I do the butterfly with my back against something flat and strong. In this case, strong means something that won't move when I apply a little bit of pressure. And I'm going to pull the feet towards me to get ready to open up those hips. When you pull the feet towards you, your knees pop right up. And I want you to focus first on using those hip muscles that we're just working on for the hip cars to bring your knees down to the ground with muscle power first, your own muscle power. And then we're going to use additional muscle power, place our hands just shy of the knees and use the wall behind you to apply a little bit of force, straight down. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds, applying steady pressure. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Relax. Pull your arms away. Push your feet out. Give your hips a second to chill. And take a couple of deep breaths. Let's get into the next stretch. We are getting ready for pancake. All right. So the pancake, the way I like to set it up, just like with the hamstring stretch, is to get as much gravity help as possible. If we do the seated variation, try to lift your butt up pretty high so you can fold forward more easily. But we're going to do a standing variation using the wall for support. It's going to look very similar to a seated variation. And what I'm doing here is resting my butt on the wall, letting my feet go about 8 to 12 inches, 20 to 30 centimeters away from the wall so that I can fold forward while maintaining a tripod position. This is basically what it's like to sit on a stool that's about this height. But the advantage is hopefully your wall won't move out from behind you and it'll be a little bit more stable than a chair. All right. From here, let's focus on folding at the hips. Bring the belly button down to the thighs, and we're going to hold this for 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Oof. All right, let's come on up out of that. Man, I'm just feeling it. That was rough. All right, next up, we're going to do the pigeon stretch or figure 4. We did figure 4 the last couple of days, so let's get into the pigeon stretch today. The goal of both is to basically bring our ankles up towards our opposite hip and try to fold our chest down to the ankle. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna lay that leg down so that it is perpendicular going across my body. I'm gonna try and get my hips low to the ground to control the angle that's happening between my chest and my hip and my leg. And I'm gonna slowly rest and bring my chest down. All right, let's go. 30-second hold, apply steady pressure. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Come on up out of that. Get ready to do the other side. Your hips are feeling tight and tired. Shake them out. Let's get ready to do the other side. All right. Same thing. Try to bring that leg perpendicular to your upper body. Try to keep the hips pretty low to the ground. And then drop that chest down to start the stretch. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, come back up. We are breezing right on through. Let's get ready for the side split. And this stretch might benefit from grabbing a stool or something that will help you get a little bit more stable. I'm going to pass on it, but having things to hold on to make your experience feel safer is always worth it, because most of stretching actually happens at the brain, and is the brain letting you do things that you probably can do. There's some instances where you're not strong enough to actually get in and out of a position, but a lot of the time is your brain not letting you do it because it thinks you can't. All right, and you have to prove your brain otherwise. Anyways, we're going to set up the side split the same way that we set up the pancake, resting our butt against the wall and creating that tripod with our feet about 8 to 12 inches, 20, 30 centimeters away from the wall, and then trying to drop down as low as that will go. And if you find that you're getting stuck somewhere around here, what I want you to do is to externally rotate your legs. What that means is if your feet were on the ground, I want you to point your toes up, your knees up, your quads up on both sides, and you should suddenly just magically open up a whole bunch of space for your hips and start dropping right on down, assuming you have the flexibility. What we just did was remove some bone-on-bone grinding action because the femur rubs into the hip, has the upper leg bone and the hip. All right, I'm in position. I'm probably as deep as I'm going to get for the moment. So let's start our 30 seconds. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to hold the stretch for 30 seconds, applying steady pressure. And that's it. You ready to count? 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, crawl forward with your hands to help you get out of that side split position. See if you can hang out in a little squat here for a second while your muscles recover from that stretch. My glutes are twitching right now, and I'm gonna need a second. All right, let's crawl on over, check the chat. While we wait for our muscles to start working again, nothing super serious coming through. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw them in the chat. We got some time today, so will take advantage and help answer any questions. If you are watching this not live on your own time, feel free to throw a comment and let me know if there is a better time for you to watch these videos and do them live with us. I'm not promising that I'll show up at that time, but uh, I'm open to suggestions. So let me know. All right, that's enough rest. We're going to get into the strength portion of this video. We are going to do some horse stances, and that is because we're working a whole bunch of muscles on the back side, outer sides of our hips in order to pull our legs apart, very similar to how we pull our legs apart for a side split. So we're trying to strengthen all those muscles and give us control of those muscles to do cool things like the splits. All right, so let's get into strengthening. Let's bring our legs twice our hips width apart, point the toes out 45, 60 degrees from that center line right here, and drop that hip down. Make sure the knee is pretty much over the toes so that you are stable, and start pulling your legs open using that outer thigh muscle. All right, and flex those glutes. See if you can tuck the butt so the bottom of your butt is pointing this way, and that will help you stand up a little bit straighter so that all these muscles can fire a little bit harder. All right, let's go. 30 seconds. 30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Great job. Those are tough. Come on up, take a break, quick breather. We're going to do one more set. We're going to rest for a little bit so that you have some time to recover and give that last 30 seconds your full, undivided attention. I have rested a little bit so I can stand up now and do some little mini squats. Oh, okay. We got 30 seconds of side splits stuff left in the horse stance. Shouldn't have called it side split stuff because now it's confusing. But we're going to do 30 seconds more of horse stance, and let's set up for it right now. Same thing, wide stance, angle your feet out, drop the hips, flex the glutes, pull the legs open with your outer thigh muscle, and try to stand up straight. All right, 30 seconds. 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, 20. Your knees are shaking and they're dipping in. You can always take a step in and reduce the intensity of the workout. 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All right, come on up. Take a couple of deep breaths. We're done. That's it. Flex some muscles. Shake your hips. Your hips are really feeling it. A little bit of hula hooping gesture. And get moving. All right. Let's do a time check. We are 24 minutes into the hour, and we are basically wrapped up, which is awesome because I ran like 12 minutes over last time. That's it. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming in to practice consistency in the side splits. That's what we're all about, trying to get a little bit of progress in every single day or as many times a week that you can make it. Nothing super intense that you can't show up and do more the next day, but just enough to make a bit of progress. All right. We'll be back. Actually, I was going to say same time tomorrow, but tomorrow we are going to be at an event at this time So I'm going to have to do an earlier time. And when that is, I will post on YouTube and Instagram so that you guys can hop in tomorrow. I'm going to try and post that in the next hour or so. So if you're not watching this live and you're watching the recording, it might already be up. Check the account, the story, whatever it is, for more information. All right. Thanks for coming in to practice consistency. I will see you tomorrow. And if the timing doesn't work out, the day after tomorrow. All right. Bye.